welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay.
I'm sorry if you guys hear that outside noise. It was just really hot in my room and I don't want to turn on the AC, okay?
So today,
you already saw it coming, come on.
I did this last year and I did a Valentine's Day makeup and I got you with another one. For today's makeup look, I'm gonna be using Boxy Charms. This is February's box and I'm gonna tell you guys the prices and all of that as well as I go along with the makeup look. I wanted to keep it super simple, but I wanted to do something red because hello, look at my nails. And also, let's not comment on the giant mountains that I have on my forehead
because that's not nice.
So okay, let's get started. I already started with my eyebrows and I already moisturized the skin.
So I am all ready to go.
Reality right here. Put my hair back so I can get started. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and prime the skin with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer. This is so nice for those of us that have dry skin. I really recommend it,
and it's really nice, man. It's nice.
Oh my god, these pimples are giant. Of course, Valentine's Day week, I get massive pimples. But how do you guys do it? Like, what are you guys gonna do on Valentine's Day? Do you guys have a date or like it's just like a girl's day? Like, what are you guys gonna do? I'm super interested because I have a boyfriend and he hasn't asked me anything, okay? So I don't know what he's planning to do. I'm like over here still waiting for him to ask me, you know? I don't think he's gonna ask me anymore, okay? Like, we're like 3 days away from Valentine's Day. For primer today, I'm also gonna be using the e.l.f. Hoodie Primer. This is amazing for the pores. If you do have a date or if you don't, if you're gonna go out with your friends, go ahead, you know. I like to mask my pores with a filling primer and also a moisturizing primer because I do have really dry skin, but I do have pores. Hello, I want my skin to look as flawless as possible. That's why I am mixing the two different primers, and this is great from the drugstore. So for foundation, in times that I go on dates, when I deal with my boyfriend or something like that, I like to wear something more natural, on the natural side. It's not too crazy like that. Some people, you know, have different opinions, of course, but me, I like to go a little bit more natural with my skin.
I just like when my skin is super luminous and pretty.
I'm gonna be mixing 460 and 420. This is the infallible 24 hours fresh wear foundation. I'm gonna be mixing both of them because I'm like right in the middle. I'm not too light at the moment. This is the $1 Billion sponge and I really like it. If you guys are going on a date, I really recommend going really light with the foundation and just doing maybe like a little bit of eyeliner, a pretty lip, and call it a day, and obviously some lashes. But when it comes to us girls that like to do makeup and like to be a little bit extra, I am pretty extra myself. When it comes, you know, to going on dates and stuff like that, I like to have a pretty makeup, you know. That's just me. I really recommend going really light on the face and going all out on the eyes, you know,
as one does.
I thought I was gonna start on the eyes first, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm gonna leave it like that as of right now because I really forgot about the eyes. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Alright, so I'm gonna apply my tape. I am gonna prime the eyes, of course, because like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit something more extra. So I am gonna be wearing the Tarte Shape Tape. You can put whatever eyeshadow primer you guys have, but I just like this one because this one is light enough and it's also very full coverage. And this one is in the shade Light Sand, by the way. Yeah, look at the difference. Bright and awake. I know I look crazy right now, but you know, it's gonna look better.
Are you sure about that?
When it comes to concealer, you want to make sure you set it, but when you have a eyeshadow primer, sometimes they don't require you to set it, but I'm going to be setting it with the Fit Me powder. This is a Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Light Fair. So for February's month, Boxy Charm brought us some little cute brushes for the eyes. This is called the Glamier Pink Luxe Glitter Eye Brush Collection. Yeah, this is the card this month. It's so pretty, and this is how the little eyeshadow brushes come in. And these are the 4 different brushes that you get on the set. These are adorable, by the way. They have little hearts on the inside, and like, look at this. This is so adorable. These retails for $29.95.
So great.
Okay, so for inspiration, I want something very similar to this right here. Not the same because my skills are not as good as this. Duh. But I think I want something like that. Maybe the lip not as vampy and make it a true red.
Wish me luck.
I'm also going to be using this palette that came in the BoxyCharm this month. This is called the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette, and it retails for $38.99. When I opened it, I was in awe. It's so pretty. It has some pinks, it has some reds. It's so creative, so colorful, so fun, and I just love that it was not like an old pink or an old red type of palette. I'm going to start with the shade Peach, which is this one right here. There's like a bony shade, and I'm gonna be putting this all over the crease. You want to maintain the shadow really high up as well. You don't want to bring it down into the lid. You want to keep it really high to the brow almost. All right, once you have this base done, it doesn't look like much, but trust me, it makes such a difference when blending your eyeshadow. For the sake of this look as well, I'm gonna be using a different palette. I'm not gonna be using only this one, but most of the shadows that I'm gonna be using, they're gonna come from this. Now going in with Popsicle. For this look, make sure that you don't touch this part of the crease. So make sure that you're going in the inner corner of the eye, of the upper crease. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Something like this. I'm gonna be doing this on the other side. All right guys, to warm that up, I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill No. 2 palette. I'm gonna use the color Homebody, which is this one right here. It's a more warmer orange that is leaning towards red, which is what I want, and I'm gonna apply it in the same places that I applied that orange right there, like so. I'm gonna do the other side of camera, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, sorry guys, so I started doing this side already, but I went in with the Natasha Denona. This is the Peak palette, and I'm gonna be using this brown shade right here just because it's just the perfect brown that I want. But you can use any dark brown that you like, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm using a smaller brush. This is a Luxie brush 141. I'm gonna be doing the same thing and applying the shadow really close to your eye. The tape is really gonna help like that shape, and don't worry about this mess right here. We're gonna fix it, so don't worry. But just make sure that you place it in the socket of the eye. This is super easy just because of the tape, and you're just applying product and just going back and forth with it. But with the placement, this is very important, and make sure that you only keep it right there. We're gonna blend it in a little bit. It would look insane right now, but
we're gonna fix it, okay?
Alright, so I just took a brush, the brush that we applied the first eyeshadow with, and I just started blending the edges because I don't want it as dark as this brown right here. So I want to make sure that it's as blended as possible. Now we're gonna cut the crease a little bit. Alright, so as you guys saw, I took a little bit of concealer, like the tiniest little bit, and I cut the crease, and I'm gonna be doing the same on this side. After you get the shape that you want, obviously it's not perfect, and make sure that everything is blended and how I want it to be. I am gonna be setting it with the Natasha Denona, this bony beautiful color right here. You really don't have to be an expert to do this. It's just placement, and obviously the cut crease is a little bit more challenging, so just take your time with it. Of course, you can also do the cut crease with powder. If it's like a very pigmented powder like this one, you can 100% get away with it, but me, I like a more of a clean look, so that's why I did the concealer. And by the way, I use the Tarte Shape tape to cut the crease, and obviously we're gonna blend it some more later on, but I feel like I'm happy with that right now. I'm gonna apply a little bit of this red color right here on the line right here. The name of the shade is called Hiking. This is like a vampy red, so I'm just gonna put it very close because I just haven't, you know, used this palette much. And the whole time that I've been blending, I've been using the first brush that I started using, and with no product whatsoever, and just blending the edges as much as possible, not bringing it downwards but bringing it upwards. The shape of eye is so extra, but it's so pretty. All right, so now that we have that, you can go 100% with the black, which is what I'm gonna be doing. So again, I'm gonna be using, you can literally just use one palette. I'm just being super extra right now, but I am going to be using the black in this palette, and I'm gonna be putting it very close to the eye and the tape. But before I do that, I'm just gonna blend the edges of this just a little bit higher, just so it looks really, you know, airbrush, more like an eyeliner type of situation. Now we're gonna remove the tape. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the lighter foundation on of where I've had the tape. I'm gonna move on to concealer. This is the Pretty Fresh concealer. This is in the shade Light 50, and then I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape to line that area, and I'm gonna let that dry a little bit because I've been hearing everywhere for the best application you need to let your concealer dry. Now I'm gonna contour the face a little bit. This is the NARS stick in the shade Hot Sand / Laguna, and this is the only contour stick that I own. Please recommend a good contour stick that blends really nicely. I'm using a brush like this to blend out the contour. Now I'm gonna go in and blend the concealer out. Alright, so now I'm gonna be setting the face with the Fit Me translucent powder. I usually set only the center of the face because that's where I get oily and that's where I want to stay intact the entire night. Now I am gonna go in and apply more moisture. This is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Alright, for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Ace Beauty Bronze in Paradise palette, and I still haven't used this. This is the first time I've used this, and it's so pretty. I love the shades, and I think I'm going to be grabbing this shade right here and contouring and bronzing the skin with this. This is also an A Cosmetics brush. I just love A Cosmetics brushes, you guys.
They're the freaking best, man.
And I make sure that I contour really higher up. I'm not bringing it down. I'm blending it upwards. I want to look snatched. I don't want to look like I'm droopy.
The mountains are very much there.
What are you gonna do? You know, they're in a spot where you require a lot of blending, okay? So, alright, so the next product that I'm gonna be using is this one right here. This one came in the BoxyCharm this month as well. This is the Wonder Beauty Double Date Lip and Cheek. This retails for $22. It says it's supposed to be lightweight and has a sheer tint, universal balm. Oh, this is a bomb, and I already set my face, but it's so cute. I love the packaging so much. I'm not really sure how, you know, it works, but it has this side right here, which I think is the blush, and then it has this side right here, which I don't know, it's a balm. It was very much like wet.
That's what she said.
Very shiny, as you guys can see. I'm applying it on my lips because I obviously don't think I'm gonna be able to apply it on my cheeks because I already put some powder, but this one is the pink one. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna take a little bit on my hand like this. I think I can make it work. Hold on. Really pretty. I feel like it's super blendable as well, and I feel like it can be used on top of makeup because it's blending fine. It's very luminous. To further intensify the blush, I'm gonna be using, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know I love this palette right here. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio. So I'm gonna be applying this, and I feel like it's gonna complement that beautiful pink blush. Alright, I'm gonna be contouring the nose, of course, and I'm gonna be using this shade right here from the palette that we used to contour the face. And then I'm gonna grab the other shade next to it, which is this one. And then I'm gonna take a brush like this from before. So I'm gonna be blending the nose contour, and I'm gonna grab the sponge and go on top.
That's what she said. Or he said.
I wanted some gold into this look. I feel like this look is fierce, pretty. You know, it's very in right now, like this type of, you know, fox look type of eyeshadows. And the picture that I showed you guys, hers was way more intense. I do not want that. I feel like this is more user-friendly for everybody. I'm gonna use this palette. I'm gonna be using the color Fun.
Hopefully you don't regret it, okay?
And I am going to apply that and make that like my glitter liner on the crease type of situation. And I'm using a very tiny Morphe brush. This is the M416 brush. Ooh, that's very pretty. Definitely gives it a different look and a different feel, but I feel like it's a little bit more glam. And I'm also gonna be applying it on the inner corner. And for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna use the same shadows that I applied on the eyes, meaning like that pretty brown reddish tone, this dark brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright guys, I darkened the, you know, the darker part of the eyeshadow on the top just a little bit because I feel like I lost it. in the blending process. And I'm gonna move on into the face, and I'm gonna be using the ColourPop highlighter. This is the Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money, and I've just been using this non-stop. It's so pretty. I haven't been using a lot of highlight. I just feel like it looks more pretty when it's very light and soft. And then I'm gonna apply the tiniest little bit under the brow bone. All right, I'm gonna move on into the mascara and the lashes. For my lashes, I'm using the Damn Girl mascara by Too Faced. You can easily get away with using this look with just your natural lashes. I think it will look super pretty as well because the liner and the eye shape do the work for you. For lashes today, you guys know I am freaking obsessed. This is the Glamnetic Duo. This is the liner and these are the lashes. These are, you know, magnetic lashes. Duh. If you suck at putting eyelashes on, this is the duo for you.
It's great. Okay, it has changed my life.
All right, guys, the camera stopped recording, but I just applied these lashes. These are so easy to apply. It's crazy. It takes me like I don't know, like 5 seconds to put them on. That's the hardest part, just to put the little liner on, and that's it.
Amazing, amazing, A1.
Now I'm gonna get started on the lips. So the next product in BoxyCharms box is this bad boy right here. This is the Saint Locks limited edition liner duo. There are two pretty brownish lip liners that I cannot wait to try. I think I am gonna try this one and put like a reddish type of color on the lips. You know, Valentine's Day, of course, duh. These liners retail for $40.
What?
Let's see if they're worth $40 because I feel like that's just extremely expensive for two lip liners. Like, what? I mean, they're pretty, but they're not like amazing and glidey like how I like them. They're a little bit rough and they're not as pigmented, so I really don't think these are worth the money. All right, so for this lip duo, I'm gonna be using the Beauty Vault lip liner in the shade Natty Nat, and I'm gonna be using the Giorgio Armani liquid lipstick in the shade Lip Magnet. I definitely do not recommend this for a red lip. I just don't know where my favorite one is. My favorite red is from Too Faced, and is that bright beautiful blue undertone red. It's amazing. This one is more like of an orangey red, but I'll still make it work because I just can't find it anywhere. All right, again, I was not the happiest with this, but I went in with the ColourPop Lippy. This is so old. Hopefully they still have it, but it's like a darker burgundy red, and I think it looks way better with this look. So pretty. This is very glam. I would definitely wear this with a new lip 100%, but I wanted to give you guys the option of wearing a red lip and still looking super glam and super pretty as well. I'm gonna push you guys back so we can do this outro, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys how it would look with a pretty nude lip, and I feel like you don't have to wear red for it to be, you know, Valentine's Day. You can wear wherever you want, whatever you feel more comfortable with.
It's just when it comes to kissing, you know,
it will get all over your face. All right, guys, that completes this beautiful Valentine's Day glam look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I wanted to do something very different and glam. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really love having you here. Make sure you guys subscribe down below, and next to the subscribe button there's a bell that you guys can click and get notified every time I upload a new video, so make sure you guys click that. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Happy Valentine's Day. Spend it with the people you love. It doesn't matter if you have a date or not. Just go out with your friends, make a day for yourself, whatever it is. Just make sure that you treat yourself on Valentine's Day, and just make sure that you tell the ones that are important to you that you love them. But that's it for me today. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video. Peace out.